Hey, yo, what's up, my people? They call me Road Boy.
They call me Mr. P, and
Together we are P Square. You are watching the 77% on DW. Now, 77%, it's all about the youth. It's all about Africa. It's all about everything.
So if you do me or do you,
man, no go vest. Chop my money. I don't care.
They've been back together for a while now, but today we have them here on DW, the 77%. So, hi guys.
how you doing?
Good, thank you.
Hi fellas, how's everybody at home? How you guys doing?
Now guys, elections just over in Nigeria. You were so vocal about young Nigerians getting their voter ID and making use of it. Why was this so important for you?
Personally, for me, I would tell you guys the truth. The country has been going through a lot, and being part of people that grew up in Nigeria and that survived the Nigerian system, and somehow you just look back and start telling yourself, like, what are your kids gonna? Are your kids gonna pass through the same thing? Because totally now everything's kind of difficult. Everybody in Nigeria wants to leave Nigeria. That's what the syndrome they call Japa. Japa means just everybody just wants to leave because of bad health condition. The health system is not fit. The economy is bad. A lot is happening in the country, so everybody just wants to travel. So the reason why people like us decided to be vocal about it, because we are trying to. Because, example, look at people like us. We are successful, yeah, and people say we are rich, we are that, but how can you be so rich and people around you are poor? You are poor, so that makes you a poor person.
Yeah.
Okay? The more people are finding it hard to survive in Nigeria, the more you are helping the people you can help, the more it's never enough. You're supposed to help people, then the people you're helping help another set of people, those ones that are helping help a set of people, but you just find out that the chain doesn't work, because you just help one person, and that person that you're helping is struggling because of what the economic system in Nigeria is. So we have to be vocal. We need a total change. We are the ones that travel outside the country. We know what we see. We know what the country is lacking. And I'm not saying these politicians don't travel and they don't see it, but somehow, that's what they call them, using poverty as a weapon. And using poverty as a weapon, that's why whenever election comes, it's all about bringing out the money to buy votes, to buy people. So we are now trying to enlighten the people and tell them, look, you guys are actually missing a lot. You guys are losing a lot. We need a total change. We need something new. I think let me just say, we're tired of the old system.
Now, I've been to Nigeria a couple of times, and it's either you're rich or you're poor. Do you have the same situation?
Middle class is a no-no for me, because I think sometimes even if you're in the middle class, you're still poor. Like my brother earlier described. Like for us, when we talk something, like it sounds as if we are, pompous and all that. No, I don't think we are. My brother said, even if we're comfortable and we're okay, and the people around, I wish we could do it by ourselves. Now, let me tell you the reason why we became very vocal. Africa. The eyes on Africa, mostly Nigerian. The only thing that the government is not supporting is the biggest thing in the world right now, Afrobeat. The only big thing Nigerians, let me be honest with you, our music have covered the evil that the government, the bad image of our politician back home, our government. Now, before, when we travel out, we travel all around the world, we're touring. When people see us before, if you ask me, where are you from? Africa. Where in Africa? Africa. But now, I'm proud to say Nigeria. The first thing they think about, I'm sure if you count top 50 musicians in Africa, they're Nigerians.
In the world.
In fact, even if you say top 100 in the world, you're going to see 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 Nigerians.
True.
For that, we have to be vocal and tell people, you're enjoying our music, but something is wrong. This government don't like us saying bad things about our country. Some individuals, some group of people might not like it, but we have to speak. Now, when we speak, the outside world, they listen. Wow, these guys are good, but look at the things. Because if you look at it, our entertainment industry have done better than the government back home. Yes. I'll tell you that the entertainment industry can even have taken a lot of people out of poverty. Someone like me, I know how many staffs I have. I know how many entourage, people that handle stuff, people that handle the stage, people that handle they get paid from me. I didn't make money from the government. And that's the only industry I don't even want the government to put their hands on. If they put their hands, I'll leave it. Because they're going to ruin it. Yeah. So we have to be vocal. We have millions of fans. And we'll look at it, we'll say, listen, if we don't speak now, my kids are going to ask me a question, Dad, so you were this big then, so what did you do? So now I've erased that thing that my son is going to, or my daughter is going to ask me. So we've done that, and we're proud to be among those. We've written our name in that history that these guys were vocal, irrespective of how it turns out.
But you guys were openly supporting one candidate in Nigeria. Did you ever feel that it would affect your music in any way?
It's not about my music. This is not, it's about the people.
Okay.
Let's keep aside. I'm not a partisan person, no. I don't practice partisan. The individual we are talking about is the only individual that comes out and say, I didn't steal money. Go and verify it. Every year, as an ex-governor, there's certain hundreds of millions of naira that this person is entitled to. They say, no, don't give it to me. Take the money and give it to the
State.
to the state and for them to develop the country. He would have taken that money. So the individual is rich. This individual used the word, go and verify. He doesn't have a stain. If the other candidate come out and say, go and verify, we have a lot of things. They're all there. All of them, they're all corrupt. This individual, I can't even be like him. I'm sorry. But when I see that, I'm proud. I wish, you know what? I wish this individual was Yoruba or Hausa. Because they thought we were supporting because we're Igbo. It's not. If he was Hausa, I mean, you can take him out and bring some Igbo politicians. I won't vote for them. I'll vote other candidates.
Wow, that is a strong statement there. Now, the great Fela Kuti once said, music must awaken people to do their duty as citizens and act. Do you agree with that statement?
100%.
Because that, if you check what is happening, I can tell it's like, but everything Fela said in the past is what is happening today.
All right. Now, still on Fela Kuti, he was a force to reckon with back in the day. You were only 16, the two of you, when he died. How did he influence you with his music, but also with his activism?
Well, the truth is, I don't think, were we 16? Fine. I wasn't really, I know him, but I wasn't a fan.
Okay.
I would say, I know him very well, with all due respect, but I wasn't a fan because even till today, me, Mr. P, I am not a full-time Afrobeat musician. I'm an R&B artist. So his music, probably, I started listening to it like 10 years ago. Not when I was like 16, 17, 18. So I started listening to it because that's when I started getting enlightened what is happening in the world. I started traveling out. I realized that, wait, I thought they say Nigerians are richer than this country. What is going on? Why are we not having good roads? Why are we not having good, good health system and all that? So I started listening to them. I realized that he has been speaking the truth right from time, but maybe people neglected. So I'm sure that's why I said our kids are going to ask us questions. What do we do? So even if we don't translate that in our music, we were vocal in the last 8 months in Nigeria.
Yeah. Banky W ran for House of Representatives. Do we, maybe someday, would we see any of you running for office or maybe presidency in Nigeria?
I don't want to stay.
I'm sorry to say, for me personally, sometimes people need to understand that it's not because you're popular that you think you want to jump into.
You have the, you can do the job.
Because I think politics hurt you. It's dirty. You hurt a lot of people. You disappoint a lot of people. People can never be satisfied, and maybe, I don't know, but for now, I think it's out of my system because I'm even tired. I wish politicians should just wake up one day and just decide, you know what, the country, we are sorry. What do you want? Let's just fix it. You know, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm expecting because all this campaigning, promises, this and that and that, like what is happening in Nigeria, what we just want is change because we believe there's an old system that's been in the 1999 Constitution, that's been there, that's kind of turning everything the way it is now. It's as if it is just going around in a certain way. Somebody needs to come. We just want someone that will come and just change it a little bit, so that way you understand that as a Nigerian, just live a life of being a Nigerian. Don't just be where you just sit down. Imagine
insecurity.
There's insecurity, there's everything bad. Then you now hear somebody stole almost 100 billion and it's being caught. Next 3 days they free the person. They say, okay, they collected some part of the money. Like, really? Yeah. And if that road was meant for road, that money was meant for the roads, and the road, they didn't do it and people died towards it, that person should be in jail.
I think what Paul Okoye is saying, it's been like more like there's an old system that has been in existence, right? And no one has been held accountable to say, you did this, you are caught. So what they do is, there's a party, there are two different major parties then. I'm sorry, we have a major one now, which I'm proud. But there's two major parties before. If you commit a crime, they catch you, you go and join this party, because this party is a ruling party. You'll be okay.
Yeah, there's been
so that's what has been happening. Yeah, that's what's been happening.
Yeah.
So this period, what we've said, they used to say, we are 4 people in a room tweeting. The new party called Labour Party. Let me name it. Yes, Labour Party. LUP 74. I'll say it. Now let me say. So this party came. They said there are just 4 people tweeting in a room. Oh, okay. The man is running for president, social media president. Look at what is happening now. So we love it for the fact that I can sit today and hit my chest and say, I was among this revolution. Like we were among people that told people, listen, enough is enough, let's get things done, and we're doing it the right way.
Right.
No regret.
Okay, we've spoken enough.
Like you ask if it's going to affect our music.
Yes.
Who my music help? I'm here to help the people, because there's no way my music will be raining and people are suffering. Like Paul said, okay, if things are not good, people are looking for money to feed. How would they buy our music?
Okay, let me just give you a final example if you want to understand. Like,
Sure.
when you see how this affect the music. You see, when we started our career, I just want everybody to just understand that I can sit down here and continue making money and I don't care. Let me give you an example. In, let's just say between 7 to 8 years ago, we've been playing for concert. Maybe, let me give an example. Let's just say like $100,000. $100,000 back then in Nigerian money is just $1, then should be like 120. Now, do you know that if I'm being paid $200,000 now in Nigeria, $1 is 800.
Outside Nigeria.
Outside Nigeria.
$1 is now 800. That is more than 170% increase. Now, do you understand I'm making more money? So why do you think I'm complaining? Because it's normal. Because do not forget, the more money you make, the more poverty around you, the more criminality around you.
Exactly.
People will start thinking, you know what, I think it's the rich people that are causing this thing. So better start fighting.
And I remember that word that they said that one day the poor won't see anything to feed on. They go attacking the rich.
Yeah.
So it's not good. So we better speak out. Like sometimes when I'm at Tumbo, I thought people say we brag. It's not brag. We would have been quiet and stay low. Like most of our colleagues, in fact, 90% or 95% of our colleagues never came out. Because they are okay. In fact, they don't even care. Most of them don't even live in Nigeria. But it's fine. But people like us, we call ourselves the OGs before the IG. We've been here before the whole social media thing. We've seen it when there was no social media, and we've seen it when there's social media. I could tell that we have kids. They are waiting to ask us questions. They will ask. It might not be now. A few years' time, they're going to ask us questions.
Okay.
But these things, what all?
Right. So these are the twins. They speak like from one mouth. But you guys, you owe us an apology. I'm your biggest fan. And yes, you do. It's good that as they are together, back together, they've reconciled. When you were guys apart, did you miss each other?
Well,
Peter, did you miss Paul?
The truth is, did you miss in terms of physical means or music-wise? Because the good thing is that, hold on, I need to help you out. You see, people get it all wrong. I don't like answering a past tense questions, because this is going to go on social media. They start showing,
So I think you just
we
keep the
just
question.
keep it down low. We don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
We're in a healing process.
Okay.
We just want to leave it,
The good
enjoy
thing that you're
music.
back
So
together.
don't get it wrong. Before it used to be Peter and Paul, P Square. Now it's Mr. P and Root, but we still do our thing and we still do our things together. So that way, everybody grab their own respect and sit on it.
Okay, but there is something that people said when they knew that we were going to be talking to you, that whilst you were apart, Afrobeat, I know you said your R&B was taking over the world, and without you, Mr. P and Rude Boy, P Square, then
Says who?
many Nigerian artists
never said
took
that.
advantage of that. Do you regret
Okay,
not
let me
leading
tell you
this
something. I've
revolution?
been hearing that.
No, we left and the other
Let me
people-
tell you something.
Yes.
Even if they put it that way, then it means some way God has His own way. That means maybe without us, if we were there, those people that would never be light for them. And do not forget, we've dominated the industry for a long time.
A long time. We held it down.
We held it down. I
For
remember
nearly 13, 14 years.
14 years we were there, up there. In fact, we started traveling around the world, doing the stadiums, doing everything, people
Awareness.
fainting, people crying, signing multi-million-dollar deals and whatever.
So
We're
we've
the
seen
ones-
it, been there, we've done it.
we've
So
seen
there's
it there.
no regret.
But like you said, if not for us, our breakup and whatever, if that's the case, Father Lord, thank you very much
Make it happen.
for making
Like
it.
if you look at it, and we were never the type of artist that looked down on anybody. If you remember, there's a video that was going viral where it was P Square concert and Wizkid was opening for us. So they kept on interviewing only P Square. Like, okay, guys, hold on. What about him? They said, I said, no, this guy is going to take over tomorrow. And I remember we said it on that table. Paul said it. He's going to tell you, if people are focusing on P Square, you better start focusing on people like this. So we've been in concert where then P Square were still coming up. Akon was there. We went on a press conference. And we realized that we sat on the high table, and Akon did something amazingly well that we can't forget. Now, because we were in Kenya, the Kenyan artists were behind the media. So I and Paul and Echo were sitting like, okay, someone else made a statement. So P Square, Echo, you guys are performing with this person, this person, this person, this person. So you're going to look at, say, where are the people? Say, where? Oh, are they not? They're here, they're behind. And you guys left them behind. And you want us to respect them. Why didn't you bring them on this?
To also sit with you on the table.
Echo now asks, sorry, who are you? I'm the general manager of this company. Okay. And you, is the special, please, you leave. You leave. Wow. You guys go. When Akon did that, forget it. We just said to us, yes, that's how it should be. You cannot remain there forever. Even if we were even together, we might just be there like we are now. There's nothing changes. I always tell people, whether we left, okay, P Square left, and we're doing 100 City World Tour, and we'll be selling out. Okay, we left for 5.5 years. We came back, no music. We announced World Tour, and we're selling out. We never left.
Like you
The music is still there. People were listening to it. In fact, the younger generation that are listening to, they call it the Gen Zs, right? They are back now listening to our song. So it's fine. We now have no regret. I mean, God did it. If that was the way God wanted it to be, so be it.